like to have a final check, microphone check. Right, I guess. Okay, great.
Yeah, I can hear you too.
Thank you. Hi, this is Kenny Chung from GMS Unit. I'm currently based in UN headquarters here in New York. Today, we are going to cover the introduction of the GMS, also, and second, registration, user registration on GMS, so that you can get started. And the third, we are going to cover the project proposal on how to submit, and we go over all the tabs available so that you can fill out all the forms there. So first, the user registration. I hope that you have a laptop right in front of you, so that you can visit the website, this website here, gms.unocha.org, gms.unocha.org. Yeah, and once you come here, wait, okay, Monday? I cannot hear you. Okay. So please keep opening this gms.unocha.org for the moment. I'm going to cover some of the slides that are related to the user registration steps. So for the beginning, we have a GMS help portal. This is where you find the contents that are related to GMS, such as the technical difficulties or the problems you are having. You can access this GMS portal to find more information on how to tackle those problems. Also, you can reach out to us. So this is also available in the GMS, the landing page that I showed you here. So once you browse gms.unocha.org, you will be able to see GMS software help portal on the right-hand side. And since you are an implementing partner, you can click on the partner on the upper menu on the left-hand side. And once you click on partner, you'll see a table of contents where you can browse, starting from the grant management landing page, grant GMS overview, and tooltips, and homepage. So today, the first topic is to submit a registration of your organization, and as well as the user registration. So for the organization registration, to submit your organization information, you can contact our Nigeria HFU to request registration, or you can also send an email to our focal point Karen in Nigeria, and we are going to go over one by one so that you can find out how you can submit your registration. Also, to register your organization in GMS, we need to have the following information. The first one is registration certificate. The second, bank statement. And the third, your organization details, official acronym, address, phone number, contact person, and FTS code. And to expedite our process for adding your organization in GMS, I'm going to provide you this one survey mounted link where you can submit your registration certificate document as well as your business information. And I believe some of the implementing partners in this meeting, they already have submitted some of the forms there. So I'll show you the link after this meeting. Here. Okay. So to log into GMS, the first step is to register yourself in the GMS system. And to do that, you need to go to the gms.unocha.org. This is the page that I mentioned earlier. So from here, click Nigeria on the left-hand side. And once you click on Nigeria, you will find this landing page of Nigeria Fund. And here you click login to register yourself. So I will give some time, maybe a few seconds, to follow the steps that I'm taking right now. So let me go back. Go to gms.unocha.org. On the left-hand side, you will see Nigeria. You click on that. That's going to give you another landing page of the GMS, and you'll find the login button on the top. So you click on that. So once you click on this, you will find the page called OCHA Single Sign-On Passport. I believe some of you have a account already, but for the first-time users, you need to click this link here. Click here to create your OCHA Single Sign-On account, to create a user account in GMS. So if you're a first-time user, please click on this. Click here to create your OCHA Single Sign-On account. And here, type your first name, last name, and the email they'll be associated with Nigeria GMS, and then CAPTCHA to verify that you're a real person. So let me follow that, Kenny Chung. Then click next. And then type your middle name if you're. And after that, it's going to ask you to enter enter password. So you type your password. And since for the security reason, you need to have more than one uppercase, lowercase, number, and then punctuation marks. Yes, I'm going to repeat this step again because this is I see that many people get stuck on the registration process. So I'm just going to give one more minute to repeat this. So go to gms.unocha.org, find Nigeria on the left-hand side. You will see a login button on the new page. Click on that. If you're a first-time user to GMS, please click on this link here. Click here to create your OCHA Single Sign-On account. Enter your first name, last name, email, and CAPTCHA. And then the next page will ask for you the password. And type your password there. And once you create an account, you will get a confirmation email from OCHA Single Sign-On. Okay. So if you have any technical difficulties, please let us know to gms-support@un.org. But for now, do you guys have any questions related to the registration page?
I have a question.
Yes, please go ahead.
What if I want to change my password? Can I change my password?
Yes, you can change your password.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So here, if you want to change your password, you can click a login from here, and then once you log in, you'll be able to find the change password link under this single one profile page. And by the way, this slide will be given to you after this demonstration. Okay. Yeah. So first, let me log into GMS as a new user. So let me just type my credential. So assume that you create your account. You type your email and password in this page. Yeah. So okay, Maureen. Everyone can see our screen, right? Yeah. Yeah, so once you log in through this single sign-on page, you will find the user registration page where you can select pool fund. So under pool fund, click on Nigeria. And then under primary user group, click on agency/partners. And then after that, go to step 2, where you can choose your organization. But since your organization is not registered in GMS at the moment, please click on the not activated organization under the drop-down menu. And then after that, the Karen from Nigeria Fund and I will go over the forms that have been submitted, so that I can enable the user account with the right organization name. Okay.
Hello, Kenny. Can you go through that again?
Excuse me. Pardon?
Can you go through the last process
Sure.
again?
So once you log into this page, you will find the user registration request page that has this profile, the tables with the step 1, step 2 with your new user account. And from this page here, under pool fund, you will find Nigeria. So click on Nigeria, and then under primary user group, please select agencies partners. And after you finish step 1, go to step 2. Under organization, since your organization is not available, not registered in GMS at the moment, if you're first time user in GMS, you have to request for the organization to be added. But if you are the organizations already registered in other GMS, you should be available. But for now, if you are not, if you cannot find your organization under organization drop-down menu, then please select not activated. And after that, once you submit the form to Karen, our focal point in Nigeria HFU office, or submitted by SurveyMonkey, then we will check and we will verify your organization name with the bank, with the business business registration certificate document that you uploaded. And after that, we'll notify you once it has been enabled. Any questions? Yeah. So okay, this is a question from Kevin Bengal. Yeah. So regarding organization registration, so it's the registration certificate document that you need to upload. So basically, it has details stating that your organization is registered in the country as an NGO or INGO. So that need to be stated. Yeah. So please, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it on our chat box. Okay, so here's another question from Sylvester. Can more than one person from the same organization register the organization? Yes, so we can have multiple users registered under one organization name. But first thing is we need to add your organization in GMS after submitting your official organization names and the acronym and all the business details. But after that, everyone can register on their same organization. So for your colleagues, you can share this slide that we are looking at. You can share it to them, and you can also assist them to create an account in Nigeria GMS. So yeah, the Benga. I have a question from Benga. Yeah, so the to add organization in Nigeria GMS, we need to have the official business certificate stating that your organization is operating in Nigeria country. So it is more of a proof that your organization is the valid organization in Nigeria. So any question for user registration? Okay. Yeah, and if you have any questions, feel free to send it to gms-support@un.org. If you have any technical difficulties or creating a user account in GMS, we will assist you on those difficulties.
Yeah, okay, mine has stopped charging.
So the next topic that we would like to cover is about the brief overview on the workflow behind the GMS system and also the intro to the GMS. So the grant management system is a web-based platform that supports the management of the entire grant life cycle for all country-based pool funds. And during this training, we are covering the Nigeria GMS. The system streamlines the allocations and facilitates the interaction among all stakeholders involved in this grant management process. Also, the system allows grant recipients to submit project proposals online. And GMS also allows for proper monitoring and accounting of fund management performance. So here in the gym, in this slide, I would like to cover some of the basic the workflows behind. So here in the GMS, you can add a comments to interact with the colleagues in the OCHA, the HFU office. So so we have also have the comment box to that is enabled in the GMS during your project proposal submission. So you can add a comments. So we are going to have a hands-on exercise after this slide. So, but before that, I'll go over the slides. Yeah, so here you can write your comments, and then you have to click this disk icon to save, and that's going to save the comments in the project proposal page, where everyone can see your comments and the others. Under GMS, we have broken down into all this, the workflow, the starting with allocation process, implementation, and the strategic review, and so on. And then we also have the report steps. And then after that, the auditing, and then disbursement, and then project closure. So starting from allocation process, there are three sub-steps. Under implementation, there are 3 steps here: into report, revision, disbursement, and then final reporting, the financial report, and then the interim report. Yeah. So we have 2 allocation types. One is the standard allocation. The standard allocation is the one that that is being opened for Nigeria GMS. Also, the second one is called reserve allocation. This is where it is intended for rapid and flexible allocation of the funds in the events of unforeseen circumstances. So if something happens in emergencies, there will be another allocation called reserve allocation. And this is proposals. The project proposals can be accepted either on a rolling basis and are considered on first come first served basis. So during the standard allocation, the one with the green circle in the menu on the steps. So those are the ones that the IP, the implementing partner, need to work on. So this is the first step, the project proposal draft. So as an implementing partner, you have to submit your project proposal. And then once you submit your project proposal, you'll be assigned to HFU. And that's where the HFU will go over your project proposal and doing the strategic review. And so that's a step 1, submission of proposal, and then step 2, strategic review by HFU, and then step 3 that goes into the technical review. So this is where the HFU and the FCS finance team will go over the budget tab and find out if everything is valid. And after that, you'll be passed to HFU again for grant agreement preparation. And after the humanitarian coordinator finally approves it, it goes back to the IP implementing partner for their signature. And after that, you will go to the disbursement to disperse the trenches. And after that, it's going to trigger the reporting module. Yeah, so this is the brief overview of the workflow. But the one with the green circle, those are the ones that you need to focus into. So today mainly we are going to cover how to submit the project proposal for the first time. Any questions? So feel free to share your questions in the chat box. I'll go over it. So Yeah. So, Kuliak, this will be recorded and shared to you with the slides. And if you have any difficulties, we are here to assist you. So just email us at gms-support@un.org. Okay. Yeah, and yeah, so this is the standard location, and if you take a look at reservoir location, you will see that some the steps behind the strategic reviews are reduced by three from 8 sub-steps. So since the allocation is intended for rapid and flexible allocation, we have reduced some of the steps to make this to be faster. Please give me a second. Let me reply to some of our implementing partners who are having difficulties on the connection. Okay, question from Silva. How long does this process take in a total? I mean, the whole project proposal processing before being funded. This is if passed. Yeah, so the timelines are given from the main page of GMS once you log in, which is something that I'm going to demonstrate in a second. Yeah, so basically there is a document that you can take a look into. And if you have any other questions related to workflow, the Karen from Niger HFU, she is the focal point. So you can ask her regarding those. Any questions before we move on to the another type of workflow? Okay. Okay, so this is another workflow behind the reporting. CBPFs require reporting so that we can ensure the activities carried out are on the track to reach proposed project objectives. So to the extent possible, the UN agencies, IOMs, and NGOs are treated equally in relation to their reporting requirements. So this workflow that you're seeing, this is the narrative and financial reporting requirements for NGOs. Yeah, and then I'm sorry, this is the workflow behind. But the requirements for NGOs are determined according to the operational modalities. Yeah, so for the narrative reporting progress, we start from the progress reporting active. So this is where once the narrative reporting progress has been triggered, it's going to be reviewed by HFU and it needs to be redrafted. Then it goes back to IP. So this is the brief review. We are going to have another training on the reporting side in the later. But today we are going to focus on the project proposal submission. And there is also the monitoring module. Yeah, yeah. So from here, we also do the monitoring right by HFU, and then there will be a recommendation given to an IP. And then also you can also create make a revision. It occurs when the implementing partner requests for a change in the terms set as a part of the organization project proposal. It can be requested until final financial report is not activated. But once final financial report has been activated, then there's no revision request which will be accepted. So this is, I say, very brief overview of the workflow behind the GMS, the allocation process, reporting, monitoring, and then the revision request. But as I said, today we are going to focus on the project proposal submission, and there will be another training focused on the reporting and the monitoring, as well as the revision request side. Okay, so let me go over the questions. Okay, so the proposal project, who does the approval? Before uploading. No, you can upload the project proposal, but once you submit, so here, so you can create a project proposal, but after you submit the form, submit the project proposal, it's going to be assigned to HFU, and that's where HFU start working on the strategic review. Yeah, Mongain. Yeah, I will turn this into the full screen. Also, this slide will be shared with all live implementing partners. Any questions? Okay. Yeah, so now I'm going to show you how it looks like once you log into the system as a verified implementing partner. Just give me a second. I'm logging into our GMS staging site. Okay. So once you are verified as the verified GMS user with the organization that are added into GMS, you'll be associated. But right now, right now this is the testing account, so you will see not activated until registration. But this right on the left hand side, you will see your organization name here once HFU verified. Yeah, once your organization has been verified by our HFU colleagues. The first thing that I would like to cover is that to receive disbursement in GMS, also to have your project proposal to be assigned to HFU and to have it reviewed by them, you need to make sure that you complete due diligence. And to do that, so right now, I assume that you're verified user, your organization is verified. You need to work on the due diligence. So on this main page, on the right-hand side, you will see this document icon to add a due diligence information. So you click on that. So all of these steps, you're going to work on it after you submit your organization information and have access to the GMS. So on here on the right hand side, you click on this icon here. That's going to take you to due diligence page. So from here, you will see 5 tabs in the page. The first one is application form. So in this page, you fill out your national registration number of your organization. If you have a alternate organization name, you also input that here. The contact details of the focal point for this application, which is the organization information, the contacts who are part of your organization. You can share their information here. And to do that, you click on add and put the contact name, the title, country name, and so on. You click on add the contact information. So all this, the red, the one that are highlighted in red, those are the required, the input fields. So make sure that you fill out all these forms and make sure to click save and stay, because let's say you put some values here, and if you move to the second tab or any other different tabs without clicking on save and stay, it's not going to be saved. So just have the habit of clicking on save and stay pretty often whenever you make changes, so that the latest information can be stored in this due diligence form. So application form is the first tab that you need to fill out. And then the second one is called due diligence document. So we ask 5 different declaration documents, starting from the declaration of any previous pending legal processes of investigations, conflict of interest, the non-support for United Nations designated entity, and so on. You also need to upload your bank statement, valid national government registration as a part of the due diligence document, which is the one that you will be submitting into our HFU colleague or the SurveyMonkey to register your organization into GMS. Also, identification documents of legal representative. Yeah, so right now you don't get to see the details of each document here, but just the title of it. But if you click on download template, that's going to give you the details, such as the template format or the requirements related to this declaration, the document that you need to upload into this due diligence. So please, when you go to this due diligence document page, download template, open the file, and then give a look, and then make sure that you're following the template or the instructions given. And after that, once you compile the document for the required document section, you can upload the document by clicking on this left-hand side, upload documents. So once you click on this, it's going to give you a pop-up where you can choose template name. So let's say I'm going to upload bank statement. You click on the bank statement, comments if you have any, choose a document, and then you click, and then you choose a document to upload, and you click upload file. Then your file will be uploaded for the specific document that you would like to upload into. And after that, you go to bank info. This is where you input your bank information. So click add new bank info button. Will take you to this new bank information page where you can fill out the bank name, account name, and other items. And then make sure you click save and stay once you finish. And if you have a multiple the bank information, once you click save and stay, you can click on add the new bank information button again and to add. Let me move on to due diligence checklist. This is where you make sure that all the requirements, information, documents are uploaded for the due diligence. So this is the checklist that you have to update. So let's say you completed application form due diligence document, bank information. You start checking the ones that you have been uploaded. You have uploaded. But let's say you're missing this address and contact detail provide they're correct. Yeah, I mean, well, yeah. So you just need to verify the one by one and then click save. And this will be shared. All of this will be shared with HFU, and HFU will go over one by one. So be sure that you mark all the check marks, and make sure that all the required input fields and the documents are added. Yep. And after you complete everything, you will see you will find that this red bar on the tabs will be disappeared, which means that you have entered all the required fields. After you verify that all the information are available in the due diligence to be approved, you click on submit due diligence. And this will be and after that, all the due diligence information that you input will be passed to our Nigeria HFU office, and then they will verify, and then they will approve or disapprove the due diligence based on the information that we have. Okay. So let me go over the questions. Okay, so Leah.
Thank you for the presentation, sir.
Yes.
My name is Amina Kabir from Nigeria, PIFA, an NGO, indigenous NGO.
Hi.
My question here is that do we need to give a work plan for what you need to do?
The work plan. Yeah, that will be. You should provide that in the project proposal. But before before you prepare the project proposal, you need to make sure that the due diligence of your organization need to be approved.
Okay, so are you project selected, or you fund any project that is being undergone under any NGO, sir?
Although HFU need to go over the due diligence, and then after that we need to go over the project proposal one by one.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the work plan that you have that need to be included in the project proposal form, which will be demonstrated after this due diligence part.
All right, sir. And I think your plan on food security is a little bit limited. Food security, sir.
For security regarding food
security, sir.
Yes,
Food security,
yes,
sir.
yes. So all that the cluster indicator that you need to select or you're working on, that will be also available in the project proposal. So
Okay.
after this, yeah, it will be demonstrated. So for now, I would like to go over the due diligence part. So do you have any question in this due diligence?
Okay, sir. Do I have also?
Yeah, everyone.
Are you asking questions?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, everyone has to go over this due diligence checklist.
All right, sir. Thank you. And sir, I am a Maiduguri-based NGO, a local NGO, and we are starting, and it's like I have never partnered or been sponsored, not partners, sir. I've never been sponsored by any NGO. Can I also be part of this fund, this sponsorship?
Yes. But first, you need to submit the business registration certificate.
Yes, sir, I know.
Your
Yes,
organization
sir.
type
Okay,
and all
sir.
that. But yes. As long as
All
your
right.
organization falls into one of our strategic objectives in HRP, the humanitarian response plan, you can apply for it.
Yes, because what we used to do is that we don't trust the government. When you go to the politicians, they will try to politicize your NGO. So collectively we that open the NGO, we registered people, and whatever we collect or whatever we tax ourselves, we used to volunteer to the people, to the vulnerable people, those who see that they need our support, sir.
Yeah, yeah, but yeah. So, I mean, Karen, is Karen here? Yeah. So Karen is the focal point for this the NG, for HFU. So
Yes.
you can contact the office if you have any
All right.
questions.
Oh, no problem, sir. I met with him just now. We had a meeting by 10 to 12.
Okay.
So when I went there a bit late because I was undergoing a partnership, distributing food items with the NEMA here. So I was not able to go on time. But
Sure. But
he said we should.
yeah,
We
but
can.
please visit the office. Right now, we are having this training session with over 30 implementing partners. So
Yes, sir.
yeah, so please you can contact HFUs if you have any questions regarding the project proposal.
There is no problem, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, thank you. Can I go offline, sir?
Yes, the video record will be shared.
All right, sir.
Yeah,
Thank you very
I
much,
see
sir.
that you're not on the laptop. So okay, thank you.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Okay, so let me go over the questions that we have in the chat box. Okay, so at what stage in this training do we get to fill all this information on the application form? So right now, what we are looking at is the due diligence part, which is not related to the project proposal, but it is related to your organization. So you need to make sure that the due diligence part is to fill it out. This is another step. I said this is the first step before you get started on the project proposal. Okay, Morgan, this information should be related to the mission level of the entire organization. Yeah. Yeah, Morgan, can you hear me?
Hello. Yeah.
Hello?
You said
Okay,
the
that's good.
due diligence is
Yeah.
what we need to put first before. You can hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. This will be this.
Okay,
Yeah. This due diligence will
you
be
said-
related to the mission level.
Okay, the due diligence you said is what we need to do first before submitting the project proposal. But we thought that it's after you're done submitting the project proposal, then the UN OCHA office here will go verify and do the due diligence and do the capacity assessment and all that. And when you tell us now we have to do the due diligence, submit due diligence first, and we have until Tuesday next week to be done with the project proposal and all that. Don't you think
Oh, yeah.
is a little bit challenge?
Yeah, sorry. So I need to make this thing clear. Yes, I mean, thank you for explaining that. Yeah, so due diligence needs to be approved to go on to the next step. But the project proposal, let me actually make this clear. Project proposal can be submitted, but to move on to the next level, we need to make sure that the due diligence is approved. So it actually works in parallel. You work on the due diligence, this form here, but at the same time, you can also work on the project proposal. You don't have to wait until the due diligence gets approved, but in GMS, you can also you can also work on the project proposal at the same time in the GMS.
All right, thanks a lot. I just want to get that right.
Yeah, thank you for the question. De Silva, is this bank statement for whole year or for this month? May I suggest we finish the presentation? Just don't have questions. Don't forget. This can be connected to HFU, but for the bank statement, let me just open that real quick so that everyone can see it for the template. So once you download the template on the bank statement, okay, so attach a bank statement from within the past year that clearly states the name of the bank, the name of the organization, and the bank account number. So the instruction is given in the template. So be sure to download the documents and follow the instruction. So it says, yeah, within the past year. Hope that helps. Okay, and then another question about the connection problem. Give me a second to reply this message. Okay. Yeah, I see that a few of our implementing partners having the connection problems. So, okay. Yeah, so this is the due diligence part. So again, once you are registered in GMS, you'll find this icon here on the right-hand side. You click on that, they will take you to the due diligence page where you fill out the due diligence form. And the actual time frame for submission of both due diligence and project proposal, the timeline should be provided in the document that is attached in this icon here. So you will find the NHF first standard allocation paper. So you click on view to download the document. So you will see the details about this allocation, once you are registered and logged into the system. Yeah, so Kliak, if you have any questions regarding the allocation, the time frame, please contact the Karen from our HFE office. Martin, is this request for banking details also applicable to UN agencies? No, it's not. But let me make sure if you need to upload the banking details. But for the UN agencies, I don't know. I mean, I say the for UN agencies, we don't need to have your due diligence to be approved. So this is only the due diligence only eligible to the NGOs. That's my understanding. Okay, so now we covered the due diligence part. I'm going to cover how to submit new project proposal. So this would be the next step that we need to take into. But I think that the question that was given about a few minutes ago, I think that was good. While you're working on the due diligence part, you can also submit. You can work on your new project proposal. So to create new project proposal, click on this SA plus. So if you log in, you will see that this allocation is available for this year. So any allocations that are available for this year, you will find it on this left-hand side. So for now, we will apply for Nigeria first standard allocation. You click on SA plus. That's going to give you a form where you can choose the requesting organization name, which will display your organization name here. Allocation type, Nigeria first standard allocation. You click on that. Project title, you put your project title, and then cluster. You select the primary cluster that you'll be working on, and it's a cluster. And if you have a multiple cluster project, you click on this, and you click on Add Cluster. So you can choose the multiple clusters here. If you select the two duplicates one, yeah. So these clusters don't have any subclusters. That's why you're not seeing anything. Yeah, and then after that, you put the percentages. I mean, for in this case, I just put 50-50, but it can be different. Depends on the clusters that you'll be working on. So make sure that you put the percentages that sums up to 100. And make sure that you input the right clusters here on this first page. Otherwise, you have some difficulties to updating the clusters later on. And the project duration, starting from 1 month to 12 months, which you select the value. And then plan start date, the plan end date. Okay. And the create project. So this is the first page of the project proposal submission. And since I would like to demonstrate how to do the project proposal submission, let me log into the staging slide. So this will be hands-on training. Question from James. Having difficulties on the second part of the profile page. Can you help me repeat that part again? Yeah, this video will be recorded and shared with everyone. And if you have any technical difficulties, feel free to email gms-support@un.org. Okay. So right now, I'm on the training platform. So let me just create one real quick. So title goes here. I say food security. Yeah, once you select the 2 months or the specific the months of durations, it's going to auto-populate the start date and end date based on the project duration that you entered. After that, you click create project. So this is the tabs. These are the tabs that you need.
I'm looking at his house.
Okay. So you type your project summary here, the project beneficiaries, the number of men, women, boys and girls, and the types. If it's others, you put others and you choose one. The indirect beneficiary, the catchment population, link weight allocation strategy, the subgrants to implementing partners. If you have another partners working with you, you can their name here, source. Yeah, so these are the cover page that you need to fill out. And then after you finish filling out this form, make sure to click on save and stay. So cover pages, I say, it's very straightforward. If you have any question, please put it on the chat box. And once you complete the cover page and click on save and stay, you can go to the background where you can add the humanitarian context analysis and the background information. Okay, question from Joyra. Yeah, I'm going to answer to all the questions after going over this part. So background, yeah. So from the background, the humanitarian context analysis, needs assessment, description of beneficiaries, and grant request justification, complementarity. Yeah, so all of this need to be filled out. And if you need to find more details on each section, you can hover your mouse over this question mark, then that's going to give you details on each section and on how you can follow to provide the contents for each page, each section. So on the logical framework, we have the two sections here. One is overall project objective, where you can put more details under that. And you also need to indicate cluster objectives in here. So cluster objective, which is one that meets the organization mission. Yeah, and then there are the question mark that you can hover over to, to find more info. And then SRP object. And after that, total percentage should be 100. But in this case, if you have a multiple sector objectives, you can click on add sector objectives and then select the ones that the major organization mission. And then click the objectives under SRP objectives. Okay. So different objectives can be selected for different percentages, as you can see. So I put 30. Right now it's red because it's not 100% yet. So you need to make sure that the sum of this percentage of activities is 100. And then let me click save and start. I would like to show you what happens. So yeah, so you'll find this type of the error message where it says logical framework would be valid for this cluster only if the following details are provided. So make sure that you put your outputs for each outcome, activity for each output, and the standard indicator for each output. Yeah, so here's the add outcome section. You click on add outcome, the outcome here. And after that, under outcome, you can add output, the section service. You click on save. And make sure that the one with the red asterisks are the required ones. So you would need to make sure that they are all filled out. You can save and stay. Yeah. So just watch out for all this the warning messages so that you make sure that you fill out all the required information. So let me move on to the work plan. So under work plan, I don't see anything here, but once you have the activities saved it from other fields, you will see a year and January with the tick mark. Let me actually share you this before doing the hands-on exercise. Yeah. So you will see that each activity that you added, you will see the tick box under the months. So tick the box to show that the months that has the activities added will be activated. So for example, this one, activity 1.1.4, if you take January to April, this activity will take in place between January and April. And then the monitoring response reporting plan. Let me share that to you. Let me see if I can do the hands-on training. So this is the monitoring and reporting plan. Yeah, so we need to. So this is the primary purpose of monitoring is to assess the progress towards the targets and verify accuracy of the reporting. So like what tools will be used and Like, do we satisfy minimum standards set out in operational modalities? So all those information should be included in this box. And then other information, this is where you put the accountability to affected populations, implementation plan, the coordination with other organizations in the project area. You explain it here with the activities. Then the environmental marker code, also add that, select one. And then gender marker code. This is the IASC standard gender mark. So if you have any questions, you can refer to that. But here, these are the selections that you can select to. Safety and security. And then under budget, yeah, so under budget, the narrative must be provided for each budget line. We have 7 budget types here that need to be filled out. So you can highlight on the budget type in the title, in the heading side. So first one is the staff and other personal costs. You can say here budget line costs. You can put the computers and office equipment, and then it can be like a one consultant and the janitors and remarks. You add the details, and then you can select direct or support. So if you're not familiar with the direct and support cost, it indicates whether this expense is direct expense towards the project implementation. So, for example, the direct cost would be more of like a salary of the hired professional, or the support cost where you pay for the health insurance of the employees. So, those areas. But if you have any questions regarding the template, or the information that you need to input, you can hover your mouse on the question mark, or you can contact HFU office. Yeah. So let me just type as an example here. So I say. And then as a default, you will have a D here, and the unit quantity, I say 3,000. Duration 3 months. Then I put 100%, and then the sum will be auto calculated. So, and then if this is not the only one that need to be added in this budget line, add one more. I put computer equipment, and then remarks goes in here. I put support, unit quantity 300, duration 3. Yeah, and then you need to make sure that the total becomes 100. So this is how you fill out the budget tab. And if you have a quarter plan, you can click on the quarter plan and add a Q2, Q3, how that money is going to be spent over the quarters. Save partial, and then close. And again, make sure you click save and stay, and every time you make changes. This is most important part. You don't want all the values that you entered to be lost. So make sure that you click on save and stay correctly. Yeah. And if let's say you filled out all these 5 lines given, you can click on the add new row to add more budget lines. And then the PSC rate right now is a 7%. And the 7% is the default PSC for among all GMS instances, including Nigeria. Okay, so the questions. Leah's, sorry if I missed this point, but will we have an offline template for the proposals? If you could help us preparing before this online submission. Contact HFU office. I believe they will be able to provide you the offline template if they have any. Is it because the internet connection, the slow internet connection that you have? Yeah, but that's a good question. Let me move on to location. And by the way, right now I'm doing hands-on exercise, but the slides will be given to you. That's going to provide you all the details for each tab. So on the location, you select the project location. And right now we are on the staging side, so this is the Nigeria specific. So you choose a sub-district, and then you enter estimated percentage of the budget for each location. So I say this one would be 100%, since we're covering this one, only one region here. And then select option, the activity that you entered in other tabs. And then you put the estimated number of beneficiaries for each location. So 5. And the save location. That's going to populate the the location and estimated the figures that you entered on the bottom. And let me move on to the documents. So here you add a document. This is where you add a document. So under category, if there's any document that are falling into audit and closure documents, you choose this one. GA amendment, since GA grant agreement, since IP, later on you need to sign the grant agreement document. So you can click on grant agreement and submit the document with the signature on it. So budget document. So any document that need to be added, you can use this tab here. If finance or HFU requires some of the documents from you, you can also add it here. Yeah. So yeah, I think that pretty much covers all the tabs available in this project proposal. So make sure that you fill out all the required fields. Just make a habit to clicking on save and stay, so that your information doesn't get lost. And after you fill out all the required input boxes with the budget lines and all the details, you'll find out that the red bar will be disappeared from the tabs, which means that you're ready to submit the project proposal. Okay. Yeah, and then the project tracking, this is where you can find where the project is sitting on. But as I showed you before in the workflow, it starts from the project proposal draft. So starting from there, it goes to the HFU. So you will find the activities, what is happening with your project proposal. And then there is a timeline and disbursement. But yeah, once your project proposal has been approved and goes into the disbursement and the reporting phase, then you will be able to see the timelines here, also the disbursement disbursement information. Yeah, but for now, as a first step, make sure that you put the right information on all these steps. And if you have any problems in the technical in GMS, gms-support@un.org. If you have any questions related to the workflow or the project proposal, you can contact our HFU So let me go over the questions now. Okay. Okay, so from Morgan, any rules to be respected in terms of budget, nature of equipment, visibility, percentage, any target ratio? No, there are no rules, but um, I think if you would like to have a specific answer or the better answer, I think you should contact HFU. But there are no rules to set the target ratio DNS, direct and support cost. And following the training notification we received, it seems there will be another session tomorrow. Yeah, there will be another session tomorrow. We'll be covering same part. It will be basically same thing. But you're welcome to join another session tomorrow. Maybe that they can ensure that maybe they can. I mean, if you have any difficulties on the registration, maybe you can actually join the session tomorrow and check out the steps again. Okay, so yeah. So another question. Any range for funds to be requested for? Maybe you can provide a specific constraint. I'm not too sure what you mean by any range. Okay. Yeah. So everyone, there will be another session tomorrow. It will be same topics. If you'd like to join the same meeting, the meeting tomorrow to go over the registration page, due diligence, and the project proposal submission, you're welcome to join that as well. Okay, there's another question. Please, how many user is required for each organization? No, there is no requirement. You can just work. You can just work with the individual account. If you'd like to add your colleagues, you can also do that. You can also invite them to join to get access to GMS. Is there one question from Logan? Is there one FTS code per mission or per organization? It's going to be per organization. FTS code per organization. Julian from Acted is the standard allocation. I believe that's the midnight in Nigeria time, but please contact HFU for that.